Hello, Zagni. Thank you. Welcome to the live. Have a nice day. Thank you so much. And who's in the chat? Drop your name. What's your name? Thank you, everyone. Thanks for joining. Hello, Alina in the chat. Thank you for joining in the live. Have a nice day. Hello, Mutaswa. Thank you for joining. Have a good day. Next name is Purna in the chat. Thank you, Purna. How are you? Hello. Hi. Hello, Shodhya in the chat. Thank you for joining in the live. Have a good day. And here is Yuvraj in the chat. Thank you for joining. Have a nice day. Thank you so much. And here is Alina in the chat. Thank you, Alina. Thanks for joining. And I see Shine in the chat. Thank you, Shiny. Thank you for joining. Have a good day. And I see near me in the chat. Thank you. Hello, Rishi. Thank you, Rishi. Thanks for joining in the chat. Have a nice day. Hello, Emma in the chat. Thank you for joining in the live. Hello, Juhi. Thank you for joining. And here is Hiba in the chat. Thank you, Hiba. And next name is Azul Baiken. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. And here is Ruxana in the chat. Thank you, Ruxana. Thank you everyone. Thanks for joining in the live. Have a nice day. Here is Nina in the chat. Thank you, Nina. Thanks for joining in the live. Have a good day. Hello, Prince in the chat. Thank you, Prince. Thank you for joining. Next name is Dali in the chat. Thank you for joining in the live. Have a good day. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone. Thanks for joining in the live. Have a good day. Here is Afrina in the chat. Thank you for joining in the live. And who's here? I see Gamma, Creatina. Thank you for joining the live. Have a good day. Thank you so much. Hello Maha in the chat. Thank you Maha. How are you? Thank you for joining in the live. Hello Noman. Thank you for joining. And I see Kombi in the chat. Thank you for joining in the live. Hello Carly. I wrote your name. Thank you for joining. Have a good day. Please like the live. And who's here? Hello James in the live. Thank you for joining in the live. Have a good day. Hello Felix in the chat. Thank you Felix. Thank you for joining. Hello Megan in the chat. Thank you for joining the live. Have a good day. Hello Anshika in the chat. Thank you so much. Next name is Fidan in the chat. Thank you for joining in the live. Hello Sophia. Thank you for joining. Davi, hello, how are you? Thank you for joining in the live. Hello, Mim. Thank you for joining. Have a good day. And who's here? Anshita in the chat. Thank you for joining in the live. Have a good day. Hello, Vishnavi. Thank you for joining. Have a good day. Next name is Dhanvi in the chat. Thank you, Dhanvi. Thank you. And who's here? James. Thank you, James, for joining in the live. Have a good day. Thank you so much. And here is Scarlett. Thank you for joining. Have a good day. Hello, Gamma. How? Hello, Farhat in the chat. Farhat with her. Thank you for joining. Have a good day. And next name is Listen in the chat. Thank you for joining in the live. Have a good day, everyone. And Rehan in the chat. Thank you for joining. And I see Alicia in the chat. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you, Scarlett. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you so much. And here, who's here in the chat? Hello, Zakir in the chat. Thank you, Alex. Next name is Alex in the chat. Thank you for joining in the live. And who's here? Hello, Hannah in the chat. Thank you so much. And here is Ada with her. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining. Next name is Ali. Thank you, Ali. You're welcome. Next name is Sarah. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Hello, who's here? Hello, Manisa in the chat. Manisa with her. Thank you so much. And who's here? Who's here? Who's here in the chat? Hello, Sonia in the chat. Thank you for joining in the live. You're welcome. And here is Saul in the chat. Hijab, I wrote your name. Okay, once again, here is hijab in the chat. Thank you. SD. Thank you for joining. Have a nice day. And I see Mira in the chat. Thank you for joining the live. Hello, Zara. Thank you, Zara, for joining the live. Have a nice day. And here is Mariam in the chat. Thank you, Mariam. Next name is Kitty in the chat. Thank you, Kitty. Thank you for joining. Have a nice day. And thank Maddie for subscribing. Thank you so much. And I see Viraj in the chat. Thank you for joining. Have a good day. Thank you so much. And who's here? Hello, Kara. Thank you for joining. Have a nice day. Thank you so much. And I see Rifki in the chat. Thank you for joining in the live. Have a good day. And who's here? I see this book in the chat. Thank you for joining in the live. Have a good day. Thank you so much. Hello, Charlene in the chat. Thank you for joining. Have a nice day. Hello, Ricky in the chat. Thanks everyone. Thanks for joining in the live. Have a good day. Hello, me in the chat. Thank you for joining in the live. Have a nice day. Hello, Iskan in the chat. Thank you for subscribing, Sivan. I wrote your name. Thank you for subscribing. And I see Mariam in the chat. Thank you, Mariam. Next name is Mohit in the chat. Thank you, Mohit. Thanks for joining in the live. And who's here? Malik in the chat. Thank you for joining. Have a good day. Thank you, Divasha. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you so much. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for joining. Thank you, Deepu. Thanks for joining in the live. Have a nice day. Have a Milan in the chat. Thank you for joining in the live. Have a good day. And who's here? Drop your name. Hi. Who's here? Okay, here is Masal in the chat. Thank you for joining in the live. Have a good day. And who's here? Hello, Muntaha in the chat. Muntaha with her. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining. Have a good day. Thank you so much. Please like the live. Who's here in the chat? Drop your name. Thank you everyone. Thanks for joining the live. Have a good day. And here is Mizuki in the chat. Thank you for joining in the live. Have a nice day. Hello Hari. How are you? Thank you for subscribing, Hari. Thank you for subscribing. Hello Alan in the chat. Next name is Yangzi. Thank you for joining in the live. Have a good day. And who's here? Carl. Mila, thank you for joining in the live. Have a good day. And here is Muntahaz and Payal. Thank you for joining. Have a nice day. And I see Tata in the chat. Thank you for joining. Have a good day. And here is Farhat in the chat. Thank you for joining. Have a nice day. And here is Vichu in the chat. Thank you for joining the live. Have a nice day. Hello, Candle. Please like the live, everyone. Please like the live. And here is Arham in the chat. Thank you, Arham. Please like the live, Arham. And who's here? I see Ram in the chat. Thank you, Ram. Next name is Mitasha in the chat. Thank you for joining. Have a nice day. Hello, Ajay in the chat. Thank you, Ajay. Thank you for joining. Next name is Sophia in the chat. Thank you, Sophia. Okay, love. Thank you for joining. And who's here in the chat? Okay, is in the chat. Next name is Jorong in the chat. Thank you for joining. Have a good day. And here is Amrit in the chat. Amrita, thank you for joining. Have a nice day. Please like the live. Hello, Vida in the chat. Thank you for joining in the live. Have a nice day. Thank you so much. Hello, sorry. Thank you for joining in the live. Have a good day. Next name is Bahlil. Thank you for joining. Have a good day. Next name is Tan. Thank you for joining. Have a nice day. Thank you so much. Next name is Sarah. How are you? Thank you for joining. And who's here? Sarah name is Dawn. And here is Misha in the chat. Thank you, Misha. Thank you for joining in the live. Have a nice day. And who's here? I see in the chat. Thank you for joining. Have a good day. Thank you so much. And next name is Maria in the chat. Thank you for joining in the live. Hello, Varisha in the chat. Thank you, Varisha. Next name is Alia in the chat. Thank you, Alia. Thanks for joining. Okay, I will end the live soon, guys. Thank you for joining. Hello, Charlie. I will end the live soon. Thank you for joining in the live. Have a nice day. Thank you, Charlie. And who's here? Juices, thank you for joining. Have a nice day. Thank you so much. And I see Ravish Ankar, thank you for joining. Have a nice day. Next name is Ayan in the chat. Thank you for joining in the live. Have a good day. And it's Marley. Thank you for joining. Have a nice day. Hello, Diora. Thank you for joining in the live. Have a good day. And I see Parash in the chat. Thank you for joining the live. Have a nice day. Hello, Jai Shiri. Thank you for joining in the live. Have a nice day. Hello, Amira in the chat. Thank you for joining in the live. Hello, Hannah. Okay, guys, I will end the live soon. Thank you for joining. Hello, Ardi in the chat. Thank you, all Bill and who's here in the chat. Thank you, guys. Thanks for watching the live. I am going to end the live. Thank you for joining in the live. Anna in the chat. Thank you, Anna. Thanks for watching. And who's here? Anna, I wrote your name. Thank you for joining. Have a good day. Thank you. It's Molly. And thank you for joining. Have a good day. And here is Shorta in the chat. Thank you for joining in the live. Have a good day. Hello, Arya. Thank you for joining. Have a good day. Okay, guys, I'm going to end the live. Thank you so much. Ashmush, thank you for joining in the live. Have a good day. Next name is. Okay, I'm checking last 5 names, then I will end the live. I will take last 5 names and then I will end the live. I am taking last 5 names, then I will end the live. Here is 5, 4, 3, 2, and who is the last one? Thank you for joining in the live. Thank you, Zulekha. Thanks for joining in the live. Thank you, and the last name, Rolling. Thank you for joining. Have a good day. Thank you. You're welcome. Okay, guys. Thanks for watching. See you in the next live. And here is Leah in the chat. Thank you. And here I am seeing more names. Hello, Anara. Thank you, Anara. Thanks for joining. Hello, Philip. Thank you for joining. Have a good day, everyone. Okay. Thanks for joining in the live. Thank you so much. Welcome back, Bella. Thank you for joining. And I see Liana in the chat. Thank you, Liana. Thanks for joining in the live. And John's in the chat. And Amira. Thank you for joining. Thanks for joining the live. Have a nice day. Hello, Alpha in the chat. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. See you in the next live. Bye, guys. Bye. Thank you so much.